Astrotometry log. It's Tuesday, January the 19th. It's approximately 9:21 p.m. This is an addendum to the earthquake prediction on the 18th. On the 18th, we saw solar X-rays increasing in intensity as a sort of unexpected anomaly. There were two M-class flares measured on the GEOS 14 instrument. These flares can't be compared to the flares that were being measured in the last cycle because the calibration on the GEOS 14 satellite seems to be off from the I think it was 10 and 12 that were being used in the previous cycle. So these flares, while are significant, they are not really comparable to some of the flares we've seen in the past, as an aside. In astrotometry, this is understood to lessen the impact of the returning geomagnetic influence. In astrotometry, it's understood that there's a geomagnetic influence that returns, and that is the continuation of the greater movement on the Earth. In other words, there's a sort of movement that moves through time in chunks, and this breaks up the movement. And so the forecast was for a 7 to 7.5 quake, or is, I guess, for a 7 to 7.5 quake. And I'm guessing that it isn't going to be as intense. This was sort of unexpected. The solar disk, this is the MDI instrument, is showing very little activity. But if you look at the 171 angstrom image, you see these active regions on the limb of the sun, and this is where the flares came from. This is where this flare activity originated, and so this was sort of unexpected. It could have been predicted. This, according to astrotometry, if we were able to watch this with a high enough resolution, the C3 image, we would have been able to see incoming sun-grazing comets that would have been, in astrotometry, understood to be hypersymmetric with this flare activity. And so this is good news because in astrotometry it's understood that this breaks up time-space in a way that allows the movement without one intense movement. So I'm expecting smaller quakes, smaller events, and possibly more of them that are associated with this particular movement. And it's still possible. It's still possible that there will be a very, very large event. It's more possible now that this will be closer to the end of the watch period, when the geomagnetic activity from this particular coronal influence or hypersymmetry is at the end of its time. And so this is what I know for now.